All right, so everyone is talking about the bruise kit that Amber Heard spoke about on her testimony. So let's go into some details about this bruise kit. All right.
And Amber, if you can tell the jury what this is.
That's me while I was obtaining my restraining order. It's me in the courthouse.
Okay. Didn't testify, you didn't wear any makeup that day. We've heard all kinds of things about makeup. And
Both of those, I put on concealer, and I do that before I leave my bathroom in the morning.
okay.
That's obviously if I don't have a bruise.
Now, when you had bruises or cuts of any nature, what would you do about those? Would you try to cover them up? Would you try to just leave them showing? What would you do?
Well, I'm typically photographed in LA when I leave the house, paparazzi type of photograph. So I'm somewhat aware of that anyway. And no woman wants to walk around with a bruise on her face. So if I do have a bruise on my face or someplace visible, the main thing, you have to ice right away to reduce swelling, because no amount of makeup can fix swelling, but it's very manageable if you ice it really soon. Arnica is also a great remedy, arnica cream. And then if you want to cover up a bruise, you obviously put foundation first, concealer, and then on top of that, I used a bruise kit. Not a bruise kit, it's a theater makeup kit, a color correction kit, but I called it my bruise kit.
The iconic Master Bruise will consist of 6 cream colors that mimic the tone that occurs in the skin throughout the lifespan of bruises and skin abrasions. So basically, Amber is testifying about a kit that she uses to create bruises, but she thinks people are stupid and they wouldn't do research to discover this. But she's acting like she's an expert and that the kit is to actually hide bruises. But she uses the word bruise kits. She tells us all the different colors that are on the kit that are exactly like the bruise kit. And she accidentally calls it a bruise kit. And another word for this bruise kit is I think a theatrical, what's it called? Theatric kit or something like that. And she mentions that. And when you do research, they either call it a bruise kit or a theatrical kit for people who are in theater. Is she really stupid, or does she think people are really stupid? It's one or the other. Either Amber is a very stupid person, or she thinks we are stupid, that we won't do the research and find all of this. And she even has a picture showing the exact bruise kit, and it's a very infamous picture, but most people didn't catch it until a makeup artist who works with bruise kit was able to bring it to our attention. And thank you to that person. Now we're talking about this bruise kit, and we're finally seeing what Amber has been using to cover the bruises. Because if she had shown us that Ben Nye bruise kit, everybody would have known what a fraud she is. So let's take a look at the different types of bruise kits.
This is what I was talking about as a color correction kit. This is not obviously the exact one I used to carry, but I used to carry it with me all the time. Sometimes this pink is sometimes a little bit more purple of a hue, and sometimes the kits are 3 colors. You can get them in 3 or 4 colors. Sometimes they have even more. But the idea is that you want to counteract whatever color you're working with on the bruise. So the first day of bruising, the immediate is red. red is what shows up right away. So you want to go with the opposite on the color wheel by dabbing on a bit of the green or something to counteract the red. After a day or two, you get more purple in a bruise. So you'd obviously have to go with more of the red tones, the orange tones here. Day 2 for me was always the trickiest because day 2 just, I feel like, well, day 1 and day 2 are hardest for deal with the sensitivity. Bruises don't like to be touched. That's the whole point. So notice that bruising on your face tends to heal a lot faster than, at least for me, it was faster healing than bruises on my body, or at least it seemed like that to me.
So this is the Milani Pro Color Bruise Wheel, and it comes in this like little cardboard container packaging, and when you open it, you get this little shaped container, and it unscrews, and then when you open it, you get 5 colors of Milani paint. The colors you get are Spanish olive, maize yellow, bloody rose, burnt maroon, and midnight sky. The colors can be applied to latex, skin, silicone. Okay, now that is finished, hopefully to your liking. We're gonna take the midnight sky from, put this on the bruise. This is the final color that we're gonna use because it's the last color of the Milani Bruise Wheel. Since the Milani Pro Color Bruise Wheel paint is a cream makeup, you're going to want to put translucent powder over it, or you're going to want to put like baby powder over it, something to set your makeup so it does not spread everywhere, because it will.
And welcome back to our YouTube channel. Today we're going to talk about bruises once again, and today I want to show you how you can create them using the Master Bruise Wheel by Ben Nye. So if you are wondering how you can create bruises with this lovely wheel, please keep watching because I will explain it step by step in the coming video. Don't want to overdo it, so I'm just going to put it around the edges of all the bruising I did to show a bit of healing. This is kind of 2-day-old, very nasty bruise. And finally some of the green, of course. I will also do this with the sponge. Now keep in mind there is alcohol on this sponge if you are doing this